Greetings world. We are AnonDK. Continuing OpJustice, we attempt to bring awareness to the unbelievable child abuse allowed to run rampant around the world. We have taken a close look at the American Child Residential Treatment Centers, also known as camps, boarding schools, health facilities, behavior therapy, tough love and rehab programs. These programs have been around since the 1600s, funded and overseen by the CIA through various Rothschild, Duke and Rockefeller trusts. These places have been well used because of their parallel to fundamentalist mentalities reinforced in America by media. These places are typically listed as privately owned, most using churches and religious sponsors and colleges and methods to lure ignorant brainwashed fanatics into the programs. One notorious gang, Straight, uses the motto "Straight saves kids' lives." It has been proven otherwise. Parents blindly trust and rely on others to dictate to them what to do with their child when it comes to hard times, shipping them up to strangers for treatment in the middle of the night. This is unforgivable. These places thrive because of you. Instead of taking the time needed to be a real parent and do your job, you spend tens of thousands of dollars for someone else to program, torture and murder your kids under the guise of behavior modification. You pay your child's murderers and think you have a right to complain when they give you back a coffin instead of a receipt. Child abuse must stop, and it starts with parents. Parents must wake up. This must end. Andrew McLean 11 was restrained to death in 2005. Angelica Arndt 7 died after being swung overhead by her caretaker and thrown to the ground in 2006. James Shirey 14 was murdered in 2009. Brendan Bloom, also 14, was murdered in 2007. Daniel Matthews killed by caretaker in 2003. Daniel Kelly died from dehydration in 2006. David Sellers, Sean Diaz and Ryan McCandless were all drowned in 1990. Here is a short list of children that were murdered by Straight. Keep in mind this is a short list. Tracy B., Shirley C., Ron F., Ryan K., Phil W., Jamie C., David H., Dan H., Charlie Phillips, Brian N., Bill F., Bennett B., Andy M., Albert P., Rick Cuddy, Richard Bradbury, Mike Toth, Mike Roberts, were all murdered by residential treatment camp Straight. Mark Anderson, Lenny Waller, Kim Kincaid, Kent C., Kenny Sykes, Jerry V., Heather Ginley, Jeffrey Rocca, David C., Bill White, Van Crafton, Rob Sawyer, Peter Berg, Jason Lane, Glenn Jenkins, Dale N., Chris Alderman, Brandon E., Bradley Keith, Brad Eveland, Adam Goldstein, Alec Munty, Rich Pauley, Melissa Corder, Mike Santella, Mark Alton, Ken Moran, Jennifer Waterbury, Alice Awashadaw, Travis Stone, Tommy Lee, Todd McCoy, Terry L., Teddy B., Steve Matthews, all died as a result of their loving, caring therapy. These children are still only a drop in the bucket of the kids murdered at the hands of unlicensed, uneducated bullies. Parents have paid to discipline their children and force them into their form of manageable behavior. The list goes on and on. Unfortunately, we cannot find pictures for the hundreds and thousands of children we have found. There is much more information about this on sanarchy.com. More added all the time. Most of the victims of these horrendous and lengthy and cruel murders are given little more than one line in an obituary column. There is no outrage, no media attention demanded. Do these parents care so little? Where are the protests? Where are the court hearings? Where are the parents like Kendrick Johnson has? Parents who fight for their children with the fierceness that cannot be shut up or shot down. Motions like H.R. 911 and H.R. 3126 have been pushed and delayed and pushed around again through Congress and other places. In 2005, the End Institutionalized Abuse Against Children Act stalled in Congress. They require federal involvement in regulating facilities and providing grants to states for inspection. Nothing is done about any of this. Nothing is being done to stop this unlawful and inhumane behavior. Children are kept in rooms, locked up, chained, strapped down for days, weeks and months on end, starved, raped, kicked, whipped, electrocuted, drugged, choked, stabbed and shot. Children, babies 7 years old, 11 years old, 5 years old, 13 years old, people, human beings, those put in our care, our responsibility. These people are not with us any longer. Their deaths were extreme, painful, long, terrifying. Their parents paid for this. They were murdered feeling unwanted, confused, alone, afraid and invisible. Their parents gladly called to have someone else take them away and deliver them to their executors. No hugs goodbye. Woken up in the middle of the night by strangers dragging them away with no reason given. Kidnapped, tortured and murdered. This is what American parents do with their money and time. Even more devastating is that these children don't know who to call or tell to get help. And most of them think their inhumane treatment is normal. To the abused, we are watching. We are fighting for you. You have not gone unnoticed. Come to us so we can raise awareness. The parents. Do you research? Do your job. Parenting is hard work, yes. That is what you signed up for. You can't take it back now. Ignorance is no excuse. In our world of technology, even a simple 10 minutes searching Google can leave you enlightened. You can't pass the blame or your children off on others. You are the adult. Learn to educate yourself. Stop being blind. We are AnonDK. We are Legion. We do not forgive you for your ignorance and lack of care. We will never forget the blood on your hands.